Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Philadelphia Eagles taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57 as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
You gotta go in today.
Here's the kicker.
You gotta go in today.
Ready to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial.
Oh, same
Field.
time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as
I said you going in the evening and shit.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead.
I said you go in the evening.
Started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season.
Dang, man, you are like I'm your man.
Production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower.
Man, listen, I have a lot on my mind that I have to deal with.
And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts sets up to throw it. The open man is Westbrook.
You don't have to be a pain in my ass.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Dang, what that is?
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the side.
What that is you eat?
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
He says
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner.
Yeah, y'all can't hear.
Time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
You the one looking crazy.
In the past 2 days, I worked 27 hours.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. 2nd and 5.
You ain't seen the kids?
No.
Me neither.
They'll run with Holmes. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah, maybe you'll be able to hear me next time.
And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something.
I say, yeah, maybe you'll be able to hear by that time.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here.
Have you ever had a connection with someone you're not with?
You took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I'm going to claim my...
Fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's taken down
like
the
that.
Chiefs sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Hurts. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed.
Both on 17.
No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch Cox.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man.
Good shit, Gonzalez.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 3rd and 6. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Holmes. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really
Get that block,
risky
get that block,
call.
get that block, get that block, get the block, get the block.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
In motion, Hill.
Fuck.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Screen pass to Charles. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Ooh, safe.
That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, it's a throw.
Around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll run. This is Holmes. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That would have been a touchdown.
And it's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Gonzalez will go in motion right. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like you did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And he will have a Chiefs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21.
Good shit, Jamal.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Okay, let's see what we got here. They blitzing, huh?
Mahomes going to change things up.
Okay, I like this a little better.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the
Man, how the fuck Travis fall, bro?
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash. This from 48. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know After the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, here's Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's
How the fuck? Bro, he was out of bounds, bro. How the clock still go?
First of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Flushed out right. Got a man.
Damn!
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play.
I should have got it with Taylor, but yeah, I needed a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Should have at least been a second, bro.
Here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And I got the ball back. That's even better.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Up in the alley, up in the down.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down.
Hold on.
Three-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, I like this. I like this.
They don't want to fall victim
I got the flag.
themselves.
Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Here's Holmes. Makes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of
I don't think it's your day
on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On the carry, it's Holmes. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles 16. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. A run now with Holmes. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Travis Kelce with an acrobatic catch. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No surprise there.
Pass interference
here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
For me, because you've been wrestling with God. Watch this. See, Jacob wrestled with God
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
He literally says that he prevailed against God in there. Says he was prevailing against God. That's not a good thing.
He'll return it from the 6.
So God reaches in.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Whatever that is.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Not only is he going to heal it, that's not even the greatest miracle. The greatest miracle is he's going to change your identity. So that you can walk fully.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And you've been touched in a very deep way.
They'll run. It's Hall. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
That was a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down.
Come on, 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 come on.
Go down as a gain
Come
of
on,
5
come
yards.
on.
In motion left goes Gonzalez. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes.
Damn!
Sideline intercepted. They take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Thank you so much.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And his kick is indeed good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
What?
How you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue.
Y'all just making up shit.
Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Holmes, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Holmes, he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Nah. Put my nigga Pacheco in.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Yeah.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this one down.
Second and 7.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let me see. Get you on, Kelsey.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Out to his left. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Noah Gray, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of...
That's crazy he ain't throw an interception, man.
Contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that
finally got him one.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14.
Down about 28, man. They're down about 28. I ain't coming
for their
back.
next drive.
Matter of fact,
Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks.
And out on me.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. Not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Out to the flat here for Johnson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a handoff. Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Being chased out left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. They'll set up a throw. He'll get it once more into the hand. The ball comes out. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend
Built the
lead even
ass.
further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Where was that earlier,
This
man?
was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.